Collectibles are as much a video game staple as Troy Baker, but whilst many of us are content enough to run around picking everything up because it feels like tidying up but more fun, many players need more of an incentive. That's why our favourite kind of collectibles aren't the ones that reward you with new equipment, items or outfits, but something much more valuable: noises. Here are some sound effects in games that were more desirable than the things that they were sound effecting.
Stars, coins, princesses, it's never enough for collecting Mad Mario. In Maz's first fully 3D outing, Super Mario 64, nearly every level at some point tasks you with collecting 8 red coins. If that sounds like a slog, never fear. The game goes out of its way to make grabbing those 8 coins super addictive with a simple audio trick. By ramping up the pitch of each subsequent coin sound effect, a noise that was already satisfying gets increasingly joyous. Come on Mario, let's see how high up the piano we can push this bad boy. Oh yeah, this is our new jam! This subtle but effective sonic trick turns an ordinary scavenger hunt into a brilliant rolling octave, at the conclusion of which you'll be rewarded with one of the game's 120 stars. It just goes to show that anything on this list can be made more exciting if it increases in pitch, creating a sense of dramatic tension. What's the next item on the list going to be?
Hey, Ezio!
What are you doing out here, Petruccio? You should be in bed.
I want those feathers.
What for?
It's a secret.
If I get them for you, will you go back inside?
Yes, I promise.
You know what's a good reward for picking up lots of random things in hard-to-reach places? A cape that, when worn, makes all the guards in the vicinity want to bash your skull in. Wait, what? But that's what you get for collecting 100 feathers in Assassin's Creed 2. I mean, yes, it was also to help comfort your mother Maria, in memory of your deceased younger brother who collected feathers, but others in the family had their doubts.
I've seen you bringing Maria the feathers. I appreciate what you're trying to do for her, but you have to face facts. It's not working. Maybe you should focus on more important things.
I mean, Maria's got a good point, Ezio. It is a nice gesture, but maybe just give her a hug instead of clambering over rooftops collecting disease-ridden pigeon bits. Picking up these animus glitching feathers that stand supernaturally on their ends is actually pretty rewarding. Not only thanks to the fun challenge of working out your route up to them, but also because every time you pick one up, a sound plays that can only be described as the sound of a balloon full of futuristic wind chimes popping in space. And to be fair, Ezio does give his mum a hug in the end.
Thank you, Ezio, for not forgetting about...
Don't tell her we did it just for the noise. No, it was all for little... what's his name? I want to say Jeff?
What are you doing? I need the bottle to draw the eye away from Campbell.
In the Dishonored series, you're helped by one of the greatest minds and beards of the Empire of the Isles, Anton Sokolov. Not only was he the royal physician, but he also invented everything all your enemies use to try and kill you, such as walls of light and tall boys. Cheers! No, really. Thanks for that, mate. Happily, Sokolov has a less destructive artistic streak and enjoys painting interesting, often dark portraits. Luckily, the Venn diagram of people who have their portraits painted in Dunwall and people Corvo wants to murder overlaps pretty nicely, meaning these portraits also serve as a sort of handy visual to kill list. Yoinking one of these paintings out of its frame rewards the player with 300 coins and the most satisfying ripping canvas noise ever made by a Foley artist. The paintings make a welcome return in Dishonored 2, including some of the various new faces we meet in Karnaca. Although it seems Sokolov's art isn't as in demand as it once was, as this time grabbing one only nets you 200 coins each. Probably because someone keeps ripping them.
What's wrong with the Riddler freak? Hasn't he got better things to do than just leave green question marks all over our city?
Nothing says I'm a misunderstood genius like hiding dozens of tailor-made trophies around a prison and challenging your enemies to hunt them all down. Okay, there are honestly much better ways to spend your day that would save you a lot of trophy hiding time and trophy building money, but we're talking about the Riddler here, and Batman villains like to be a bit more elaborate. As such, the Arkham games see Riddler trophies hidden everywhere an idiot in a green bowler hat can get to. Each mini-puzzle solved rewards us with extra info, such as character bios, but the best thing is the electronic piston-like sound that accompanies it, followed by the sound of bats as a silhouetted cloud of them appears on screen. The electronic sound clearly represents the strength Batman draws from technology in order to help him overcome the Riddler's challenge, while the bats represent the fear he overcame to become a masked vigilante. Or maybe we're reading into it too much. We just like the noise.
If Lara Croft has taught us anything, it's that the main thing about being a Tomb Raider is gunning down an entire zoo's worth of animals, but occasionally she does actually get down to some actual archaeology. I mean, when I say actual archaeology, what I mean is stealing priceless artifacts to take home for her personal collection. These include a T-Rex head because Tomb Raider.
That's paleontology.
Tell it to Lara. Alongside the valuable artifacts that Lara definitely squirrels away in her mansion, later games had additional collectibles for us to nab. And as an extra incentive to pick up treasures, Tomb Raider treated us to some great sounds. In Legend and Anniversary, artifacts that Lara could collect in each level were picked up with a lovely sparkly sound to reflect their appearance. Sorry, just wanted to check that you got that pun, you know, reflect on...
Boo! Boo!
Because there's the spark. But if that's a bit fancy for your ears, consider Tomb Raider Underworld, which is filled to the rafters with gems, either lying around or hidden in priceless pots that frankly are just asking to be smashed. Once again, Lara, literally the exact opposite of archaeology. But when you pick up the sparkly gems as well as a sparkly noise, you also get to hear the original secret sound from the original Tomb Raider games. It's a real punch in the nostalgia glands and even crops up in Lara Croft Go along with vase smashing action. It's just such a great sound, and it's also very handy if you want to accuse anyone of murder. It was you!
In Mirror's Edge, you get to test your parkour skills in a consequence-free environment without a load of annoying busybodies complaining at you.
You broke my leg!
I looked cool. In Mirror's Edge Catalyst, players could run around the rooftops of the City of Glass willy-nilly. To encourage us to explore a bit and to stop us sticking to the same routes, the crafty developers dotted all sorts of hidden goodies around the rooftops, not just pigeon droppings and frisbees, which are the only things on my roof. Recordings, documents, grid leaks, all these collectible trinkets give us information about the city or just some XP, which is appreciated, but what really makes it worthwhile is that every treat comes with a satisfying futuristic noise that felt like an electronic sound wave patting you on the back. It's like the future saying, "Hey bud, everything's gonna be okay." Also, finding those hidden secret bags had the added bonus of stopping that bloody bleepy sonar noise that was supposed to make them easier to find, but often just taunted us because we hadn't unlocked the right moves to reach them yet. When I get you, you're going off that roof.
In Rayman Origins, limbless hero Rayman must collect all the Lums to save them or something. And there are many sound-based incentives to do so. Firstly, every time you catch a Lum, a chime note plays, and that note usually shifts up, Mario 64 style, so collecting them in a row feels like running up a xylophone. Catch a Lum in a crown and they all go red and sing a little song for you. Okay, yeah, cool, you get extra Lums, but they sing a little song. That's gratitude. Run along catching Lums in time to the rhythm of the backing track, and your satisfaction levels will be so high, you'll get altitude sickness. Or should I say altitune sickness? Finally, as if that wasn't enough, at the end of each level, your total Lum number is counted in a sort of cannon syringe thing. The better you do, the more celebratory sounds you'll hear, ramping up to a full-blown samba-style music track, while Rayman and his pals have a little dance.
Great work, citizen. But don't stay up too late saving the world. Even crime fighters need their sleep.
The LEGO series has a lot of super satisfying noises it uses to reward our endless LEGO collectathons. There's the coin clinks when you collect studs, and endless celebration chimes when we unlock a new character or destroy all the cobwebs in a level. Wow, those Weasleys really hate spiders. But there's one audio cue in particular that warms our hearts. In LEGO Batman 3, the greatest collectible comes in the form of a rescuable Adam West in Peril, in nearly every room you find. He really does get everywhere. When wandering around, you'll hear West's weirdly soothing cries for help, and once you solve the puzzle to free him from whatever predicament he's in, he'll thank you with some kind words which benefit from being spoken in Adam West's lovely voice.
Nice work. Let's go out of the town later and I'll show you how to dance the Batusi. Good job, fellow crime fighter. Now I really must be going. Down west. Away!
I mean, we also get rewarded with the gold brick, but honestly, we just do it to hear him be so happy. You could learn something, Batfleck.
Okay, those other sounds were all well and good, but if you've so much as picked up a video game controller in the last 30 years, there's one sound above all others that's burrowed its way into your head and laid eggs.
Ew.
Frankly, you're not human if you've never found something you've been searching for or opened a present and gone na 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 na. The chest opening music from the Zelda series is a 4-note fanfare that confidently declares, "Hey world, I just found a thing." It's such an iconic sound that even if you've never played a Zelda game, there's a high chance you've still had this charming chime embedded in your brain's smooshy memory center. Probably because of all the Zelda fans around them singing it whenever they open anything. Every time.
So there were some of the most satisfying noises that we got from getting lots of little collectibles in the world. Are there any we've missed? Let us know in the comments down below. And also there's some other really satisfying noises that you can hear. That is our voices in these other videos, which you can click here, and you should like and subscribe and all those cool things, because noises. And we'll see you next time. Bye.